Okay, just to provide an update on the crime prevention plan for Barbados and of course the mechanism, the implementing unit, the National Peace Program. Where we're at right now is I am quite satisfied with each of the pillars. We look at public education and behavioral change. We've been working through a number of sport initiatives. I know you've heard about the guns gone, gloves on. We had a very successful tournament in the New Orleans. We just launched one in Bush Hall. We're going up to St. Lucie next. So we had love and unity. We're now having one love, and then we can have bring back the love. I had some discussions with the Minister of Sports also. So Barbados, I want to put you on notice for a big tournament, very big tournament, big national tournament, something like what we had in the past. That's all I will say on that right now. The other programs, Flip Yuh Script, where we're working with a number of at-risk youth. Their aftercare program continues to go weekly on Saturdays. I've seen the pictures, I've seen the videos, I've seen the reports. I'm satisfied with that as well. The other program, in terms of public policy, there are a number of legislative changes that I do believe that we need to get some pace with, and those have been submitted and some will be submitted. One of the things that I want to have launched before the end of this month though is the National Community Parenting Program. We're working to roll that out with Barbados and a number of other organizations, and just tomorrow we're having a meeting with all the drug stakeholders in Barbados. And ladies and gentlemen, this still is just a sample of what the program is doing, and what the message I'm sending to Barbadians is that we recognize that crime is a very complex phenomenon, and we are approaching it in a very comprehensive manner. So we're looking at the schools, the value programs, the parenting, the sports, the youth. We here at the school at Frederick Smith. And one of the things I have said in the past that there's some schools that create some additional challenges for us. And when I can see them turn the corner being here today, the response that we've gotten here, the response from the students. Yesterday there was a session of speak off competition, and they had one of the participants from this school that did really well. And I'm encouraging the students to really carry their school with a positive name and be ambassadors and engage in the positive, so that when we see the colors, we think of winners, we think of champions, and we don't think of crime, we don't think of trouble.
So as we've been seeing the effects of the police program, all these other programs centered on the youth, have you guys noted any, what the changes you've noted in terms of crime prevention, and so any stats that you have that you can report on that?
Right, so there are some stats that are obvious to the eyes, and what I will do is in my next report to the nation, I will be bringing the statistics. Unfortunately, at this time, we get the statistics at the end of the year, the official statistics. What we're trying to do is to set up a dashboard and a repository so that almost monthly or even in real time, we know where the crime and where the trends. That's the best way of attacking it from an evidence-based thing. But basically, in terms of major crime and different crime, I think you in the media are best to judge, even the public, how you feel, what's the perception, and then let me link that with the statistics that will tell you what is the reality. But for that one, allow me to let the public judge. All I'm doing is remaining focused. Two reasons. One, the focus is what brings about the transformation. And two, it is almost said that every time you talk about the success, something happens. It's almost like I'm going to be knocking wood till my knuckles hurting. So what I decide to do is just to remain focused and let the public judge for themselves.
Holiday season upon us, generally a time association not only with merriment and the cheer, but any strategies that you can share with us without on the money what we're doing?
For sure. Phase 2 of our crime prevention program looks at situational crime prevention. Situational crime prevention means that what you need to do is understand what makes it easier for crime. So in this program, we look at the increase of lighting of areas, the increase of patrols, the increase of CCTV, the increase of making sure that we are making it more difficult to commit crime. The person that asked the question is absolutely correct. There are seasonal spikes in crime, and for obvious reasons. When people need to get tickets for certain shows and people need to be able to buy gifts for 6 women they have, they will be a little bit more inclined to commit crime. So we understand that and we get ahead of the train, and this one is mainly with the Barbados Police Service in terms of increasing certain things. The one within our office is really working through public policy and lobbying for measures for situational crime prevention. But remember, I always say the ultimate is really crime prevention at the third phase, which is how do we prevent people from becoming criminals in the first place. And that's why we are working with these children. That is why we are working with the parents, so that we don't have to stop the criminals, but we stop the creation of criminals in the first place, giving them the opportunities, giving them the training, the motivation, the love, what they really need not to be criminals.